the gates of the camp. And I asked George, what's going on? He says, well, you heard Elvis is coming to our base tonight. And all of a sudden, about 8 o'clock at night, buses come in with all these troops, and kids are screaming, yelling. Elvis was on the bus somewhere. You couldn't see him because everybody's dressed in GIs, and it was dark at night.
The law regulations and the uniform code of military justice. The uniform code of military justice.
Was a big question months ago, but not now, as Elvis explained.
Elvis, since you've been in the Army, have the boys given you kind of a rough time in the barracks because of your past career, would you think?
No, sir, I was very surprised. I've never met a better group of boys in my life. They probably would have if it's been like everybody thought. I mean, everybody thought I wouldn't have to work and I would be given special treatment and this and that. But when they looked around and saw I was on KP and I was pulling guard and everything just like they were, well, they figured, well, it's just like us.
When he's demobbed, Elvis hopes to develop his talent as a movie actor. Meanwhile, it's the Army for Elvis the Pelvis.
Basic training wasn't hard for me at all. It was harder afterwards, after I had gotten into a regular outfit. Not the service itself, but just the surroundings, and I was in a strange land, and the outfit I was in, they had quite a bit of field duty. We stayed in the field 6 months out of the year. And it was cold in Germany. It snowed quite a bit. And it was pretty hard to adjust to.
Elvis liked to have his friends and buddies around him.
And I've had a lot of good experiences and some bad ones, naturally. It's good to rough it, to put yourself to a test, to see if you can take it, and see if you can stand the hunger.
Another thing we hear a lot about in the Army, especially here, is that we are not only soldiers, but goodwill ambassadors.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Well, it's definite. It stands to reason because we are in a foreign country, and what we do here will reflect on America and our way of life.
I said, listen, you better get some keys. And he said, what do we need keys for?
At Mr. Freeman's age, he said, come see me.
There have been a lot of rumors about your love life.
There was a little girl that I was seeing quite often over there that her father was in the Air Force, and actually they only got over there about 2 months before I left. I was seeing her, and she was at the airport when I left, and there were some pictures made of her. The stories came out, the girl he left behind, and all that. It wasn't like that. I mean. I had to be careful when I answer a question like that.
An international crowd of reporters and photographers from all major news outlets in Germany arrive at Ray Barrick's Friedberg for a special press conference. The most famous enlisted man in usurer during the last year and a half is about to go back to his millions of fans.
So it was farewell to military glory and the 16-year-old Priscilla.
However, his greatest interest is now in serious dramatic acting.
Hands on the package, sir. Have a telegram up top. Look at him, Nancy. Turn around, Elvis. Wait. Turn around, good right here.
Sobering Army life. No, it hasn't. It hasn't changed my mind because I was in tanks for a long time, you see. And they rock and roll quite a bit. The first thing I have to do is to cut some records. And then after that, I have the television show with Frank Sinatra.
He's here in person.
I may pass out.
Where the heck are his sideburns?
Well, I'll be a hound dog. And that's the opening, friends.